Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It is nice to meet you again. In this session, I would like to share with you this topic, authority, government's deed, and government task. Okay, well, now let's talk first about authority in bahasa wewenang atau kewenangan. Every government action, every government deeds must be based on authority. Okay, the government shall have legitimacy to conduct any government's action. This authority or this legitimacy is derived from the law. Hence, the authority or the legitimacy of the government is related to principle of legality. Okay, the authority derived from the law, so that the authority or legitimacy of the government is related to the principle of legality, validity. So the idea of state law, principle of legality, requires that the implementation of state and government affairs should be based on authority. The principle of legality is the basis for any implementation of state and government affairs. Each organization of the state and government must have legitimacy, which is the authority given by the law. The substance of principle of legality is the authority, the ability to perform certain legal action. Even though all government action, all government deed must be based on authority, must be based on the law. However, in modern legal state or welfare state, the government action do not always have to be based on law or to be based on principle of legality, especially in certain cases, the government can freely take action based on phrase affirmation, based on discretionary action or discretion. Okay, now we talk about the sources of authority. Theoretically, the sources of authority are derived from first attribution, second delegation, and third mandate. The first sources of authority is attribution. Attribution means the authority of the government that is given by legislation. Okay, now the second source of authority is delegation, or it is named as delegated authority. Delegated authority is the authority that has been there by an agency, or it is the authority that are given by legislation to any state agency, and then it is attributive to other agency or administrative official, or this attributive authority is delegated to other state agency or state administrative official. So this is called as delegated authority. The third source of the authority is mandate. Mandate occurs when the government organ allows other organ to run his authority on behalf of him. Okay, now let's differentiate between delegated authority and mandated authority. Okay, first, delegated authority. There is delegation of authority. While in mandated authority, the command to execute the authority may at any time held by mandant. Second, the authority cannot be run incidentally by the organ of the original authority. While, as explained earlier, that the command to execute the authority may at any time held by mandate. There is a shift of responsibility. The responsibility shifted, from the original authority, the original state organ that has the authority, then transfer to delegated state organ, delegated authority to that state organ. And in mandated authority, not a shift of no transfer of responsibility. And then in delegated authority must be based on law, while in mandated authority not necessarily based on law. Okay, it is not required. The law is not required. Related to mandate. Delegated authority must be in writing. While a mandated authority, it can be in written or it can be oral. Oral. It can be given orally. Okay, now government action, and government deeds. What is government action or government deeds? Government action is a will arise from administrative organ in special circumstances intended to lead to legal consequences in the field of administrative law. The legal consequences are consequences that have relevance to the law, such as the creation of new law, relationship, change or termination of existing law. This is classification of the government's deed. Okay, government action or government deeds can be classified into non-legal and legal deed or legal action. The legal deeds or legal action can be classified into private legal deed and public legal deed. Public legal deed is classified into bilateral legal deed and unilateral legal deed. While unilateral, the deeds that come from one, no bilateral relationship, only come from the government. There is general deed, general deeds mean abstract, but while second is a concrete legal deed in concreto. This is the third issue that we have to discuss, is government task or government function. According to Professor Dr. Muhsan, the government task or function can be classified into regular function and development function. Regular function or main task of the government is political function, namely maintenance, peace and order, as well, and then security. And then there is diplomatic function, legal function, and administrative function. And second, development function. These government tasks and function, it is serve the state to realize, to achieve the goals of the state. So, what are the goals of the state? It is clearly stated in paragraph 4 of the preamble of the Constitution, to protect all the people of Indonesia and all the land of Indonesia that has been struggled for, and to improve public welfare, to educate the life of the people, and to participate toward establishment of world order based on the freedom, perpetual peace and social justice. Okay, the last part of this presentation is on governance affairs. The governance affairs can be classified into three kinds of governance affairs. First, it is named as absolute affairs. Second, concurrent affairs, and last but not least is general affairs. It is based on Law number 23 of 2014 on local government. Absolute government affairs, it is fully become the authority of central government. There are some affairs that become the authority or the government affairs of central government solely. They are foreign policy, defense, security, judicial, monetary, and national fiscal, as well as religion. The second is concurrent. Concurrent means the governance affairs that run together between central government and local government. It is divided government affairs between central government and provincial government and local government of district and city. It is classified into mandatory government affairs and optional government affairs. And the third types of government affairs is general, the authority of the president as a head of government, such as fostering national awareness, national security, fostering inter-ethnic relationship, the issue of religion, race, and other issues in order to establish the harmony between the society. Mandatory government affairs relating to basic services which covers education, health, public works, spatial planning, housing, residential areas, peace, public order, protection of community, and social. While it doesn't related to basic services like labor, empowerment of women and protection of children, food, land, living environment, administration of population, and civil registration. And another example is community empowerment and village. Optional government affairs covers marine, fisheries, tourism, agriculture, forestry, energy, mineral resources, trading, industry, and transportation is an example of optional government affairs. Concurrent government affairs division between central government, provincial, district, cities, or local government is based on the principle of accountability, efficiency, externalities, as well as national strategic interest. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our presentation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.